Ooh, that coffee looks good.
I know.
As a public service announcement.
Welcome to the Chronic Podcast Show.
Hello, hello.
Hola.
It's a very exciting one today that we may take a little serious.
Relax and enjoy the experience of what we call life.
We'll try to make it light.
But in these times, we come together. Instead
We
of
come
dividing.
together.
We stand
The world
together.
needs to come
Shine
together.
all, yes.
Yeah, there's some crazy
It's all
stuff
we have,
happening.
you see.
Yes.
So let's use it wisely.
The world needs to get high.
Love one another.
For real.
It would help.
I think if we smoked a whole lot more weed, some of these leaders smoked weed, it'd probably be a lot better off, for sure.
You would think. Maybe they should stop doing all the blow and just start doing.
I think they're doing
Weed.
all sorts of things. They're just hiding from their people.
What, like blow?
I think there's a lot of cocaine usage going on.
What do you
because
mean by blow?
cocaine?
Cocaine.
It's a street term for cocaine. But you see, like, who was it? Was that a year or so ago that there were leaders that they came in and there was someone came in to ask questions, and you see them like going like this to hide the bag of cocaine. Yeah, I think a lot of leaders are on.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
They
certain.
need to
they're-
stop the cocaine and smoke weed, and we would have a lot less wars.
Yes.
Probably, yeah. That's
World will be way better place.
Yeah.
a
So
lot
we're
more balanced.
More peace.
we're talking serious.
Yeah.
But it's a little serious today. This is a very interesting kind of gathering and conversation because it affects Sima personally a little bit.
News of the day.
Yeah, news of the day. We're kind of right in the middle of the world that is on fire, and
Yes.
Iran is especially on fire today.
Yes.
Lots of things happening over there, and you can't get a hold of your family, and they don't have internet, and they don't have phone, and they don't have access.
Yeah. So
and-
what is going on exactly? Because,
Yeah, explain it a little
yeah.
bit.
It breaks my heart. First of all, guys, I'm going to tell you why I'm wearing red today. You said that
It's
you
a
like
beautiful shirt. It looks really pretty on you.
Yes. This red is because of what's going on in Iran for all the people that they died recently.
Yeah, lots of people.
For standing for their basic
Why have they?
rights.
Because I was telling Dustin, I don't do news. I try to keep my social media like food and pretty houses. I don't want to. So tell me, why are people being killed? What's going on? What's
It's
happening?
crazy. Like if I tell you, it won't make sense, Jessie, because people are so tired. It's been 47 years
So start-
of nonsense. In
So they're
Iran.
finally revolting.
So start with a little.
Like this has been going on. You know, it's like divorce.
It's worse than divorce.
You know, divorce doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
You know, you think about it and then you say, okay, it's going to get better. It's going to give him or give her a chance. You know, it takes time until that, what is the famous saying, that stick that breaks back. off
The
ground.
straw that broke the camel's back.
Yes,
Right.
that's what happens. Iran is like that now. It's been going on ever since the revolution 47 years ago happened.
Can you do us all a favor? Because I'm probably the only one that knows. You have experience because you came out of Iran right after the revolution. You were there during the time of the revolution. In fact, you saw all that stuff and your family was dramatically affected by it.
Right, I came 10 years after revolution, maybe.
You came out.
Yeah, because I was there during all that war between Iran and Iraq.
Right.
But anyway, I was telling it's been like ongoing event, and
For
every
almost 50
time,
years now.
yeah, every time people come out and they get together and they protest and they literally standing for their basic right.
But it's illegal there to protest.
Yeah.
So can I give just a tiny bit of background that I know? And you can correct me where I'm wrong. So in Iran, previous to the revolution, there was the Shah, and the country had a very much westernized kind of lifestyle.
Right.
After the whole revolution thing, because of what was going on, either Shah-wise or country-wise or religious-wise, it flipped over to the current structure that we have now.
Regime.
Yeah, the current regime, which has been in power for the last 47 years or so.
Which is very oppressive.
Yes, and so these people they have a Sharia law kind of mentality. They have oppressed women and children, and the way that they encapsulate all of the economics of the country. It seems like they've taken over and controlled. Several times throughout the years, people have kind of uprisen, I guess, or kind of went against it, and they've
Like
been
countless of times, yeah.
they've been crushed.
Every year, this
Yeah.
is the story of
Yeah, but when people do revolt, they get killed because it's usually a small minority, and it's very easy for the government
What
to
happens
overtake
is
that.
like they use the fear technique.
Yeah.
Well, the fear wasn't
Like
really
we
fear.
said last week, fear is great at controlling
Exactly.
people.
That's what happens.
Yeah, and they did it very effectively
Well,
for a
and
long, long time.
the fear, because I think I remember hearing stories of growing up, you would see people being killed in the streets.
Hung.
Yeah.
Hung from
Yeah,
like the
hang from
cranes and like the
Yeah, so that's a
construction.
great fucking way to put fear in you.
Oh,
To
yeah.
see
Yes.
people
Absolutely.
killed publicly.
There's no other reason that they do that in public.
No, except for to
hungering
make you
people.
fearful.
So from young to all the way to old people, everybody can see it. It's crazy. So that's why people are tired. And now these days, economic pressure on people, they need to put food on their table.
That's kind of what
You know,
changed.
if you can't put food on your table, you
will
have
have
nothing
revolt.
to
Yeah.
lose at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And people are just enough is enough.
So at this point, people are now revolt in a more organized fashion. People are revolting.
Well, they're not even
That's
organized.
why they don't have internet. Even inside the country, they don't have phone connection.
So people inside the country in Iran are not able to even communicate with
With each other.
other
With each other.
Iranians
Yeah,
inside
like
the country.
The whole phone system, the telephone system, internet system, everything
Everything's shut off.
Yeah,
So
and
no
even
TV.
power, even some places that they shut the power.
Sometimes, they shut the power. Every day they shut the power, certain hour.
And
like
what
2,
is
3
the
hours.
purpose of that? Is that for control, or is that because
yeah.
they've got like energy crisis?
Both, but
Imagine-
it's mainly control, but it's both too. Yeah. What I was saying.
Imagine this for a minute, right now. Your government doesn't like you for some reason, and they shut your power off. You have no power.
Right.
Well, that changes a whole lot of ability to do things. You can't communicate because you have no internet, because the power doesn't work for your internet devices. Your refrigerators don't work, so you can't store food. What level of control does a government have
They
over
cut
its people?
power. They
when
cut water in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
For hours, water is gone.
Nope.
No matter what you're doing, there's no water.
So when
And right now we think we have freedom because we pay for it and we give the government money for it. But all the power and water and electricity, all that stuff is owned by the government, even here in the U.S. So there,
is
it's
it
very.
owned by the government here?
Oh yeah, the TVA is government a government entity.
is.
The water system. When I did in here in the state of Tennessee insurance valuation work when I first moved here, and I did for Tennessee Risk Management Pool. And basically, all the cities and towns around Tennessee own stuff. It's all government, and there were all the water, wastewater, power plants, sewage. I mean, every bit of it is all government owned. And so if they own it and you pay for it, even though that says it's a other entity, they have the right to shut it off whenever they want to. Non-payment is the biggest thing, but imagine if they just decided a whole section of town that they didn't really care about, they wanted to shut it off. Done.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And that's what they're doing in Iran right now. They're shutting off parts of town so that people get desperate. If you get desperate because you have no ability to communicate, and you
They're
have no
putting
ability.
pressure on people
Yeah.
in any way they can. But
When's
main
the last-
pressure, Jessie, main pressure and non-communication. Because people want to get together and unite and plan, and they are not able to. The only way they get the message right now inside Iran, the only way is they can cut their satellite TVs.
But they can cut the
Unless
power.
power is off.
Yeah.
If power is on, they have access to satellite TV, which that satellite TV comes from outside of the Iran. So they see the messages
So-
that's coming from outside, but they have no connection inside.
So the government they can get satellite TV even though the government doesn't allow you to see it?
They hide in it.
Well, so-
satellite.
Oh, okay. So they're having to do it secretly.
But every
Kind of like here, you can go to the store and get a satellite dish
Yeah.
and a receiver, and you can
Yeah.
you can point it at the sky.
receiver
and
that they
and
yeah.
there are
and they hide that too. They put like blanket on top of it because they fly and they don't want them to see. They have like story they have to.
I mean, I cannot even. When's the last time you spoke with your family?
yesterday.
Yesterday morning, but after that, nothing. They've been offline. You were
It got
there.
shut down.
You were there when I was speaking. Yeah. After that, nothing.
Yeah.
You have a lot of friends with family. over there, too.
Millions of people are getting affected by this. You know, this Maria, my friend, is a great example.
Yeah.
Like her dad lost his flight. To the sick. Like he has to come back, all this trouble
So
again.
he lives in Iran, and he was trying to go home, and he can't even.
He
get
was
home.
trying to visit Maria, yeah. And then go see his son in Belgium and then go home. And now he can't go home.
What can anyone even do?
Nothing.
Right now, the only thing anybody can do, honestly, is people there.
Pray.
Well,
Pray for people of Iran to
people-
have power to continue and
Yeah,
just do something.
the people
That's
there need to take over their government. Now, what does that mean? I mean, there's revolutionary kind of mindset to how that means. But the current government and establishment in place needs to be removed and no longer controlling.
But that doesn't happen without a big war, and so
Well, so then there's only, in educated conversation, there's only two options. Number one, you continue on as you're doing, which means you go back to being oppressed, and the people do what they do, then they destroy the economics, and they keep on ruining the money, and people have nothing, and they shut the power down.
But it's
you have
just
that
getting
leader-
worse and worse.
Yeah, you either have that leadership, or you change into something new. You have to have new leadership. So the only other option is the old leadership changes their ways and does something new and different. Well, if
They're
the
not
old,
gonna
if
do
the old
that.
leadership is not going to do something new and different, then you have to change the leadership. Well, how do you do that? Well, I don't know. Maybe this is wrong to say or problematic for powers that be, but if you're doing a shitty job, you don't belong in that position anymore. If you can't lead your country properly and you're killing people, then you should
Dang,
be out.
isn't 47 years enough?
Well,
That's my lifetime.
yeah.
Seriously, isn't that enough?
at some point, the people of this world that desire peace deserve it and should have it. How do we get there? I don't know. Right now, the entire world seems to be on fire. Our country is doing things and saying things.
Our country is a shit show too. So,
Yeah. So then at which point do you kind of just...
yeah, is the blind leading the blind?
Yeah. And we can take it all the way, the same interaction. Now, they're at a whole different scale in Iran. But even here in the U.S., here in the state of Tennessee, here locally, when it comes to our business, cannabis, they're trying to shut it down. They're trying to control it. They're trying to, regulate it. They're trying to encapsulate, take, whatever parts of the economics that they want for it because they have the power and the money. The same function is going on here on a local level. We're not fighting via, guns or sticks or fire.
But it's still at the end of the day government control.
Yeah. So at what point?
And it's a slippery slope because at what point does it go from this? I mean,
where
I
it is
know
there.
it's very far, but
Yeah.
still,
I
it
don't know.
has to start somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we have crazy people here in this country. Some lady just got shot the other day because she wanted to, stand up and whatever for cause.
whole situation is horrible.
Yeah, it's totally horrible. So we have a lot of this horrible stuff going on because you have two groups arguing back and forth with each other constantly, whatever they are. And the fight isn't getting more relaxed. The fight is getting more strained.
Inflamed.
Exactly.
That's what everyone needs to
Well,
smoke
they need
weed.
an anti-inflammatory, and weed
Weed.
is a fantastic.
Anti-inflammatory, yes. I have a good one.
Yeah, but our government, or the powers that be, the economics, the society, I just don't ever see it really falling to that side. There has to be some sort of giant change. How that giant change works, whether it's via regime change, total, or it's government change.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically. So we're going to hypothetically.
No, this is not hypothetical. Regime is going. Okay, that's not hypothetical. But after regime leaves Iran and new government takes place.
I already know where you're going with this.
Do I want to go to Iran?
I already
No,
know where you're
no.
going with this.
Can we smoke
Go
weed
ahead.
in Iran?
If the possibility of weed coming legal in Iran and how people, after all this years and years of being under
Why not?
pressure, how would you think people will react? Like, look how we have problem here. And
I think people would still have a problem with it
So,
being legal
I
there,
don't-
based off of the conversation we had with the woman the other day that we met at the gym.
I don't know though. I mean, there are an awful lot of people underneath that are
That's right.
smoking weed over there, though.
There
There are a lot of
might-
there are probably a lot
there
of people
might
that are
be.
underneath that are smoking
Oh,
weed.
they
There-
are.
I'm sure there are, but I think there's still the
It's like Franklin.
Yeah, there's still the mindset of all of the years of it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's a drug, it's a drug, it's a drug. We met someone the other day who was from there, and she's lived in the state since she was 3 years old.
3 years old.
3 years
And
old.
she's older than probably like our age.
Yeah, yeah. And she said, Sima said something about, oh, I own Cron, the cannabis store.
Yeah.
And Sima wasn't saying, come get high with me.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
go
no,
smoke
no. The
whole
weed."
vibe changed?
She immediately, she goes, oh, no, I don't do that.
And
I don't
she
do that."
leaves.
And she
She
turned
gets up
around
on-
and walked away. And I was like, and Sima was like, see, that's the mindset
Yeah.
of that culture.
Yeah, so that's
No.
why I'm like, if one day,
There's an awful lot of doctors that come out of Iran, and they probably would understand the endocannabinoid system. I bet there's some sort of underlying
I'm sure
change.
there are people there
That
that do,
mindset.
for sure.
I bet there is. I think if you took a group of people, especially like the oppressed people of Iran, and give them some education, some new governmental regulation reality, I don't know, however you want to do it, I think that cannabis could be involved in that in some fashion or another. How they do it, I don't know. But see, Iran is one of the oldest civilizations on the planet. They've got history back thousands and thousands of years, and in all of that civilization, I guarantee you there's cannabis in there somewhere.
oh, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
So at what point did it come out? Well, it was probably in most recent history it came out for whatever oppressive reason, so that in
The reason it came out of all religions.
investing it back in shouldn't be that difficult of a task if you educate people properly.
Especially if Prince Shah's
The Shah,
son,
yeah, the
I
crown
heard
prince.
he goes back.
I heard he was trying to get back in
He is
to
trying.
help.
Oh, he
with
wants
the
to, yeah.
revolution.
Yeah,
There
he
is a
wants to.
rumors that he's gonna go back in 1 month. There is a date
that what
set
the
for
rumor is?
that.
Well, it's
Well, let
probably
me ask
there's a
this.
date
I
set
feel like
for
that's
that.
really fucking dumb if he's trying to stay alive and help the people to be like, hey, I'm going to be there on this day.
Well,
like,
part of it is this: is at some point the crown prince needs to have some sort of military style force behind him, and that's the only problem with the crown prince at this particular point. The only military style force that he'll be able to have is if he goes back into Iran with some sort of either money or whatever to be able to draw together a certain portion of the IRGC that's already there and shadow type folks that are outside of that to gather together and lead them to take over and revolt against the current government. That may be the preface about what our government may be trying to help him do, is get together, because he doesn't have a force. The force right now to take down the regime is the people.
right.
The people are the force, but they're leaderless at this particular point, and they don't have anybody directing, or they don't have all of the equipment necessary.
They can't even communicate with each other.
No. So then at that point, what do? Okay, well, here we have a date when the revolution ended or started back when in February, whatever it is. Yeah. That date. And
Wait,
if they want.
what?
So in February 7th or
February
9th, yeah, back in 47
His
years ago.
anniversary
Oh,
of
okay,
okay, okay,
the
okay.
47 years
so
ago
is
revolution
that when
happened.
he's coming back
No,
on that
he's
date?
coming back
There's some
20 days after that.
significance to
20
20
days?
days after that. That's what they're saying.
So 20 days after the 9th would be the 1st of March.
Yes.
The Ides of March.
Well, there's that, and then there's Nowruz, which is the New Year, which coincides with the equinox. I mean, there's a whole bunch of possible.
Where is he now? Like, where does he
He's in
where is
LA,
he?
In D.C.
in DC. Oh, I thought he was.
Has
in
he been
California.
living in D.C.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been living in
Since
D.C.
he
for
was-
47 years.
Yeah.
Or ish.
Yeah.
Ish.
He's been here.
Yeah.
He's been here in the U.S.
They traveled at the beginning, different, like they went to
And then they
England.
settled
Yeah,
here.
and then settled here. Back to your point that you said, I wouldn't set the date. 47 years ago, Jessie, the same thing happened in Iran.
What happened?
Khomeini, the person that came and took over government back then, the mullah, he was not in Iran. Just like Prince, he was not allowed to come to Iran. He was outside of
Exiled
Iran.
at that
Over,
point.
yeah,
Why?
exiled.
And he brought our army in and took over.
He's mullah, and he was against each other.
So they had
king,
exiled him. Okay.
So he was out. But set the date. Inside Iran, there was people out like now, out doing protesting.
Why
going
were they
against-
protesting back then?
Well, part of it that I understand is this, and you can correct
They
me.
thought it's going to be
Well, so there.
something better, but
Well, here's what it was. You
Hold on, can I say something
Yeah,
really
go ahead.
quick? It makes me think of the United States.
a little bit.
yeah.
You know, like people are out there protesting right now because they think something can be better, and I fear what they're thinking is better is way more
Exactly.
fucking controlling.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, go
people
ahead.
inside
That just made me, like, think
Yeah,
that.
people inside Iran are afraid from the same thing too.
For
When
the United States.
No, for Iran. They're like, what if
Oh,
someone...
when that changes,
Yeah,
it's worse.
who's going to come? Who's going to come?
The devil you
because
know is better
what
than the devil you
happened-
don't know.
What happened then? Yes, they did the revolution, but it wasn't so organized. They didn't have leadership that's saying, like now, Prince is saying, I'm leading. You know, back then it wasn't like that. They just wanted change. Everybody was out.
Well, they
What
want to change.
What was wrong? How was
It wasn't that they want to change. Iran was a very prosperous country.
It was a very westernized country.
very
Yes, it
westernized, very
was.
prosperous country. Had a lot of oil, a lot of natural resources and things. It seemed that some people at the top end of things, and they thought even the Shah
Like
was,
what's happening here, like
was
top
taking the
people are
money
taking the money.
and
it's
enriching
very
themselves,
much
Yeah,
like
and
what we're
exactly.
seeing
Making-
here.
making themselves wealthy,
Which
and
they
having-
are, because
Enriching
that's fucking
themselves,
government.
exactly.
and business. It's government and business,
Yes.
and government was doing their business of making.
But they're not
but they weren't
oppressing the people and making women not allowed to do a lot of shit.
right.
Yeah.
Part of that though is the trickle down effect. So if you do well, you have a business, you hire people, you take care of things, you give them stuff, you do that stuff, and generally speaking, you build and grow your business. If you start taking money out and putting in your own pocket and doing whatever you want to do with it, at some point your business is going to fail, and that's kind of
Yeah.
where things happened. It seemed.
It seems
with-
like that's what happened. You're
Yeah,
right.
that they were enriching themselves, and
But
there was
the point is the date that was set, Shah left, Khomeini came, and before people knew, Khomeini was running the country.
Yeah.
So
Like,
Like
why
people
did-
didn't want
so
him,
who
but
made-
he came that day, and everybody in the middle of revolution outside, and he took over.
Okay, let me
control
ask
and-
this. Who set the date and why did the Shah leave?
He set the date.
Who set the date?
Khomeini, that I'm coming back.
And so when he said, I'm coming back, he said, you have to go, and the Shah just
No,
left?
Shah just left because of everything happening.
because all the people were pissed off at him. He couldn't control the people
Inside
at the
the
time.
Iran.
So he was just
Yeah.
like,
He
peace out,
even
fuckers.
the
Well-
speech is still they show it. He said just like now what's happening that people are dying and stuff. He said I will refuse to fire on my own people, but I will leave, and that was the time he left. He grabbed his family and left the country.
The people were mad at him because they wanted.
And most people left with him, Iranian people that were.
well, the wealthy ones that had the money and the stuff and the things and whatever in the businesses because they couldn't.
It's exactly like the United States. Fuck.
There's a lot of similarities in history. History repeats itself.
yeah.
And hopefully we can see 47 years later that we don't want to go down that road.
Who knows? Who
So
knows
who
what's going to
knows?
happen?
We'll
But
see.
we'll find out what happens in Iran because right now
Yeah.
it's on fire, and there's no internet, and the old government is trying to stay alive.
And the prince is saying, I will be back.
Yeah.
Prince is saying I will be back. Yeah, he's
He needs-
saying I'm organized. I'm willing to lead.
He needs to get a force behind him.
but-
If he has a force behind him, some sort of force, not just the United States is saying well, we got your back kind of thing, but if he has some sort of
For
force,
real, not just
force,
saying, "Woke
even
up, we got
even
your back."
inside the country, like if he's got a number of folks inside the country, inside the RGC or top levels of government that are there to help him out.
Like I heard today and a couple days ago that in the news that Trump is getting ready for negotiation with the Iranian government. And when I hear these things, it really bothers me to my core.
Why?
Because I'm like, first of all, what kind of negotiation you have with evil?
That's true.
Look what they are doing inside the country. Look at the people, the innocent people that they are dying. How many people are in jail now?
Yeah.
Hospitals
I
are
don't know.
not
How
taking...
many are they?
Oh,
like,
Tens of I just heard this morning tens of thousands of people
yeah, you
in
have
jail.
no idea.
tens
how
of
many.
thousands
Tens of
in
thousands
jail
in
for
jail.
protesting.
These people are going to die,
And how many
Jessie.
people are
Dead, a couple thousand.
They are
or
saying
more.
they're 500, over 500
No,
at
it-
least.
no, that was
They're
this
saying
morning.
at least
Would
500.
you really think that the government is
No.
giving real numbers of how many
course
people
not.
they've killed?
No, they don't have real numbers. They don't have it. If you
So
don't have a whole lot
that's
of
the reason
contact,
it bothers me to my core, sorry, Jake, that what kind of negotiation you have with evil?
Yeah.
And then you Trump, you said if they kill their people,
They kill them.
I'm gonna be.
It's a red line.
What happened? They're getting.
Trump said if you kill your people, it's a red line. When did
Yeah.
he say that?
was
About
like week
four,
ago, 4 or
yeah,
5 days
4 or 5
ago.
days ago.
But
he's-
hadn't his people haven't
Oh yeah,
people already been
lots of
killed
people
at that
did.
point?
Yeah, lots of people.
I mean,
did.
I know over 47 years, a lot of people have been killed.
Yeah, but just in recent events.
Since Trump said that statement, that if the Iranian government starts killing its people,
Yeah.
I will step in. I will intervene. We'll do something. Nothing's been done. Conversations have been had, and like you just said, that he's going to make a meeting or whatever.
He's having a meeting with him.
Hun-
with the government of Iran.
Yeah, he
hundreds.
was saying this morning, the news was saying that they reached out. Trump was saying that official in Iran government, they
Reached
reached
out.
out. They called the White House.
But since he
and
said-
they want to come for negotiation.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
since
at
he
this
said
point-
Well,
that,
and if they reach out to Trump and say we want to negotiate, I don't know. I just feel like that's a trap. That feels like what evil person is going to say, "Okay, let me go and tell these people I'll negotiate." With
well, so the ones that want to lie, cheat, and steal,
Right. So it's a trap.
and take time and whatever
Right.
else. But there's a lot of other nefarious things possibly going on. But anyhow, since Trump said that, there's been hundreds, if not thousands, of people dead.
Yeah.
And multiple thousands of people arrested. in
And
jail.
again, people hearing these things, when you're saying something that I am with you, they're like, okay, he's with
Let's
us, so
go.
let's go. And they're dying. Are you kidding me now? Like, if you said something, you need to back it up, not just wait. I mean, what is the wait for? How come you could
There's other
take
ge-
Nicolas Maduro
I'll tell you.
overnight from his house? How come you can't do that with this guy? People are
that's true.
freaking dying.
I don't know. And have you heard about the way Maduro was taking I heard some report of some guards saying that there was
Sound?
there was something and then everyone started bleeding from their nose. Is that shit true?
It could be.
So there's a couple of weapons.
I mean, that's a smart way of taking him out.
There's
I
a-
wouldn't
there's a-
be
But
But
surprised.
then I think, are they going to use that shit on us? That's where my mind goes.
But it's better than killing them. Either they kill them and they take out,
no,
or
some
they
of them
do.
die. Some of them
some
die.
of them die from
Some
that.
of them die
From that
Yeah,
effect.
yeah. Well, because what they say they hit them with was some sort of sonic weapon. There's sonic weapons.
But here's the thing: is it true or is it like?
Oh yeah,
Made
Wait,
up.
it's the
Or is that
sound,
like-
sound waves?
No, I mean, is that what they really did with Maduro? Or I don't believe anything I hear
I know.
or
Oh,
see.
I don't,
or,
I don't know. I
believe
wasn't there on
anything
the
I hear.
ground, but there's possibility of it. Yeah, I mean the possibilities are there for that type of equipment, weaponry, to do what they did to go get into a country, whether they want to say that it was the greatest operation known to man
like
thus far,
Trump.
yeah, or it was the best TV show that we were ever perpetrated.
Right.
And you're like, hey, look, Maduro, we're gonna come in there. We're gonna say all this wonderful, about this, that, and everything. But
I don't believe it's
turn the
that level.
turn the
of
light,
TV
turn the
show.
lights off, and put your handcuffs on and come out with me. I mean,
Yeah.
No, that's
don't know.
not.
I don't know.
That can't be true.
Well, you have the alien.
Well, Saddam Hussein left just like that.
You have the alien tech on one end of things, like the spiritual walking through walls and balls of light flying around, and to the TV show side of things. Where's the magic in it? And all of that is very interesting because I think it's both. I think there's some stuff going on both ends of the spectrum that are very real. Whether or not the United States has all of that firepower or not, who knows?
Have you heard of the brown note?
The brown
Do you know
note.
what that is?
What is that?
I've heard of a brown noser, but
It's a
brown
it's like
note?
a sonic weapon that makes you shit yourself.
Wow.
It's like a frequency sound that they direct shit.
That is crazy.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, all this stuff is yeah,
And that's real.
it's real stuff because you
That
can
would
look
be
back and
stinky world. Everybody at the same time. Well, you're not laughing.
we just did a shit joke.
Was it shitty joke?
I don't know.
It was a shitty joke.
Oops, pardon my language.
Yeah, we need to tone the language down for the kids.
Well, what's funny is I realized the other day that when you can cut this part out, but I was watching yesterday and I say fuck like every other word. I realized.
It's a great opportunity for us to
Say whatever you please.
well, yeah, but also to try to figure out how to not say things
Practice being polite.
polite and
They're
good.
just words.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
Man-made too.
words kill people, though. It seems like.
Words
Yes,
don't kill
word has so
people.
much power. Yeah.
It's the
I don't know
it's
what
the
and then-
evilness
In the
inside of
behind it.
people.
Well, then how
That
come?
comes with words. Yeah.
How comes the ancient scriptures, including the Bible, say that the power of life and death are in the tongue?
I do believe that.
Like you can speak life over somebody.
Oh,
can
you
speak
totally
death over
can.
them. So your tongue can kill people.
Yeah.
in a roundabout
It's
way,
not.
I guess.
See, it's not. Killing is not just killing physically.
Sure.
But you,
Mentally,
yeah, you can literally kill somebody. I mean, I had that experience that I've been hit from the place that I was not expecting at all, and it literally broke me.
Right.
So that's worse than killing physically for me.
Well, yeah, because it's
So
inside.
yeah, there is so much power in a word that comes out of people's mouth.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe we should be careful with our words as much as we can.
Yeah.
And we do. I know we are.
Oh, I'm super careful with what I say. However, that doesn't equate into my cuss words. I'm not careful with my
That's
cuss
just a
words.
passion.
I don't think the cuss word
That's just a
bothers
passion.
anybody.
No.
Jessie.
It's just passion. It's
I'm a very passionate Latina.
Yeah,
that's way.
go for it.
There you go. So, do you
Today's
think?
was so political.
Yeah. So, what do you think the next step is? Do you
In
really?
Iran?
Yeah. Do you think it's going to very quickly here happen, or you think?
I don't know, Jake. I wish I had magic. What is
Magic
it?
ball.
Yeah, ball to see the future, what's going to happen. But I guarantee you, millions of people are like me right now, Iranian
they're all
people,
over.
especially the ones outside of the country, because we are left in a fucking
And you can't get a hold
dark.
of any of your
Yeah.
No,
family.
we're in the dark.
So
yeah,
what we are
completely.
doing, and
But I think the ones
everybody-
inside of the country are in the dark too.
They totally are.
But we are worse though. We getting up in the morning, we are like, okay, what the news is saying, what news is saying. But news is our news. It's not their news.
Right.
You know, even though they are saying that, but it's, as you said, how do you know how much of that is accurate?
Yeah.
No, you really.
For me, the only way I can certainly know what is going on is being in touch with family and hearing firsthand what's going on.
Yeah, but at this point, that's impossible because either power's out, internet's out, phone's out. There's no access to nothing. When you could talk to them, and they did have some internet access, they told you that there was no even phone call in between them there, between city, in the same city. Like you couldn't call across town. It was down.
Do they have landlines there? Or is
Yeah,
it
all
like-
the landlines are out. Everything is out. The
Is it like
Nobody
here
uses
where?
landline anymore.
That's what I was
Lucky,
gonna say.
yeah.
Is it like here that no,
No,
one
it's
really
like here,
uses the
nobody
landline?
uses
Yeah.
that.
nobody uses them anymore, but I mean they're still
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can cut all of that.
Yeah.
I think they
Well,
cut-
that's easy.
That's
to
easy
cut.
to cut,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
easy to cut. I just didn't know if everyone was going off of cell phones or how it was there.
yeah, cell
It's
phone.
like
internet,
here.
Yeah, it's a lot like here. But that's easy. You shut down a tower.
Oh, that's yeah.
Pull the cord on it.
Let me ask this though: our cell phones have
GPS in them.
they have a capability to go to satellite mode. So like when you're somewhere where you have no cellular access or Wi-Fi, you
I
can
didn't know
go to-
these phones could do that.
these can't. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, really?
So let me
It's not
see.
very good though.
Oh, you could.
It's not very good, but it's at least. I mean,
So, Dustin, what kind of alien tech is in our cell phone?
Oh, all kinds.
Can
We have the world in our pocket.
do you think the people in Iran could hack some of that stuff and utilize it?
I'm sure some have, yeah.
Is that how some of the video may be getting out? Is there hacking some of that
oh yeah, I bet.
hacking that technology?
Yeah.
Because I know the satellites are there. I mean, there's satellite up above the country
Well, and
for
I
sure.
saw that Elon Musk sent out a bunch of Starlinks.
They're saying that, but look,
Yeah, I mean,
Well, and they're saying that, but don't you have to have some sort of
Device,
receiver
yes.
at home to be able to
Exactly.
access the
Yeah.
Starlink in the sky?
you should.
so what Elon Musk would do probably is take an airplane and
drop
put a whole
those.
bunch of them in the back of it. They're in a box. They're about the size of an iPad.
Well, some are bigger. I had one for work. It was like it was in a big backpack. It was about this big.
Yeah, you can get different size antenna module. There's a mini one that's about the size of an iPad, and then you have the big one that's the size of like a small TV.
Yeah.
And those they're just an antenna with a power cord off it. You have to
Right,
plug
but
the
you
power
have
cord.
to have that,
We
and
have
you
to
have to have power.
You have to have power and that antenna. The rest of it's in the sky somewhere.
Right, but I think it's funny because you hear on the news, Elon Musk is setting up Starlinks for the people of Iran. Well, that doesn't. If you don't know how Starlink works, you think, oh, that's great. They'll be able to get on their phones and access the stuff.
I keep
but you
thinking
have to
too,
have
like how they are using it.
have
Like,
to-
okay,
you have to
he's
have an
sending
antenna.
what
Yeah,
to
and
connect
you have
to
to
that.
not only that, but you have to pay a monthly fee for
Yes.
that antenna.
It's not cheap either.
It's not cheap either.
It's incredibly expensive.
Yeah, so
So
there's that.
Elon Musk is making good money off of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The government does have devices that can pick up signal. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I can do it from my cell phone. I can get an app and
Yeah, you can
walk around and see if there's anything electrical.
Your phone can actually turn into some multimeter device
Yeah.
that can pick up different things, gamma and this and whatever
Right.
radiation and blah blah blah, because of the app in there, because it has that stuff in it. So if your phone has it in there, I'm sure upper level government folks have the ability to track signal, and they can hone in on Starlink signal, because a Starlink signal is different than like a cell phone signal.
Is it? I don't know. I don't
Oh
know how
yeah,
it works.
all of the signals are on, they call it a bandwidth, and the bandwidth is what is
Frequency.
it? Frequency, yeah, a different frequency of how the signal travels.
Do you think they can do that remotely? Like
Oh,
see
yeah,
where
I'm sure.
Starlinks are remotely in Iran?
Probably, yeah. And if they wanted to shut it down, much like that brown
Brown note.
the brown note, they have them too. That like EMP, like
Yeah.
directed energy weapons, EMP, that can literally destroy electronics
Right.
quickly.
Right.
If you can do some stuff like that, if you have some of those capabilities, which some countries do have those capabilities. I mean, I'm sure Iran does, because Iran.
I think Iran has the highest level hackers also.
If you have people that know how to
Oh, I
do
know
that kind of
that
stuff,
they have it.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how a government as a whole can be so evil. Like
Well,
Yes, that's my question.
why?
Why? Yeah.
power and money,
I
and it's
know,
been
but,
that
like-
way. It's been that way forever, and it's not going to change. And that is just the totality
It's
of
just
what it is.
disheartening
And
that people are that way.
every government.
There's
is.
and it's
it's
there's
pure
evil,
evil,
and there's
Jessie.
evil in the world, and there always will be. But it's just I don't understand it.
Grown
I
up.
can't fathom it. I don't like it.
Grown
It's
up.
because they don't smoke weed.
That's
Totally because they don't smoke
Bingo.
well, they may smoke a little bit here and there, but they
Can
probably
we-
use a whole lot more alcohol and other drugs.
Can we get the people in the planes that do all the chemtrails to start dropping some fucking marijuana smoke?
Yeah, I think we're a little too late for all that. They've screwed up the atmosphere
Who
pretty
do
bad.
we need to
Hotbox the
talk
world.
to about dropping
Hotbox
weed
it up.
smoke instead of all these chemicals
You know,
on it?
here's how you would do it. It was very simple. You just go get pounds and pounds of weed in Amsterdam, right? And you stuff it in the jet engines. And as the jet engines
Just
are
burns it.
burning, they're blowing the smoke
Right. That's
out the back.
genius.
So you get a hold of them, you get a hold of the Catholic priests with their balls so that they can
The
swing
Catholic priests with their balls.
Their balls.
I don't want to have anything to do with Catholic priests and their balls.
Catholic
Okay.
priests,
You-
they would
that
want
came
to
out
come, but
totally
No, thank you.
wrong. That came out totally wrong.
Not happening.
You know what I mean. Let's just get more weed smoke to people.
I'm all for much more weed smoke. I am not for Catholic priests and their balls. That's done.
That is not how I meant to say that. But
guys
I'm
are
certain of that.
inappropriate.
I'm certain of that, but that's a comedic relief for our podcast. So all you
For a
Catholic
serious
priests
one.
out there with your balls,
With your balls.
no, don't even be pointing at me. No,
I didn't say it.
Ta-da!
no.
Shall we get back to Iran? And the
Yes.
fire that's going on over there.
I was gonna tell
Can we spread weed over
Jessie,
there?
memory that I was telling you last night about the
Yeah.
music I listened, the PTSD
Oh, when you
that
got
comes from
when you got in trouble for listening to music.
the basic things. When I say people of Iran is standing for their basic, literally basic rights. This is my personal experience growing up in Iran. Like teenager, 14, 15 years old, 16 years old, we get in a car and drive and just enjoy our time,
Be teenagers.
Yeah, be teenagers. No, be
There was no weed to smoke there, but they
I
would
know,
have.
I was
Jesse,
joking.
well, take a guess. What was our biggest crime at that age?
Yeah, well, they would actually get pulled out of the car for and arrested for.
Yeah, arrested for.
I don't know.
Take a guess.
Just
Dustin,
take a
take a guess.
Loud music.
No.
Well,
music.
music period.
Period.
They would
Period? You couldn't
Yeah.
have music. You would get
Jesse,
arrested?
Listen,
Yeah, they
this
would
is
search
not
your car for the
exaggeration.
tapes. And if they found it,
every couple
jail.
miles, the guards are standing, they're flashing at you, you pull, and they come, they don't have to show you anything.
They don't
They
do nothing,
search,
yeah.
and as soon as this countless happened to us, I did, take it out, put it in your pocket, put it in your bra, whatever. Because they're coming. What
you
is it?
fucking
It's
kidding
fucking
me?
cassette of music. Like thinking.
And it doesn't matter what kind of music.
No,
any music.
no, any
Music.
music.
Classical
No,
music.
unless you are listening to their cry
Their
music,
pride
cry,
song.
pray and cry music.
Holy shit. I wouldn't be able to survive there. I
No.
need music at all moments of my day. Like,
Yeah.
I've always got music playing.
Yeah.
I'm always
Now
singing. What
you
if
know,
you sing?
Now you know
Would
why
you get
I
in
am
trouble
here,
for
right?
singing?
Girls can't sing.
Girls cannot sing?
Growing up, again, that was my dream to become singer. In a school between girls, I could sing, and I was solo singer in the school. But outside of the school, there was no. I was not allowed to
What
sing.
happens if you sing as a female?
They take you.
To jail and beat you.
Now these days, now these days
Yeah.
is no actually better. Sorry.
Now it's
Back,
better.
this is my time. Now these days they can do group. Ladies in a group can stand, so they won't recognize just one voice. It's group of, and it has to be mixed with guys' voice.
Okay, explain this to me.
It's nonsense. There's no explanation. You need a whole lot of weed to understand.
I need a lot of weed to
Yeah.
be able to explain.
What the fuck? Is
don't
it
understand that
offensive? Is it ill? Like, why?
They
What is
wanna
wrong with
keep
hearing
you-
a woman
They want to
sing
keep
and
you
one
depressed,
woman?
Jesse. They want to keep population depressed.
Oppressed.
Controlled.
Oppressed.
Yeah.
We're already all
Oppressed.
depressed
Yeah,
anyway.
we're all fucking depressed. They want to keep you oppressed.
Oppressed.
So it's okay to hear multiple women, but if I hear one, as a man, am I going to hell? Is it a sin?
There's a-
Like, what
there's
is
a-
the
there-
fucking?
there's a-
Fucking people, the governmental mullahs are so dirty. They think by just hearing just solo woman voice that will
Gonna
turn
make you
you
want to have
on.
sex with them?
Yeah.
Okay, you need some fucking mental health,
Yes,
people. If you're doing
exactly.
everything because all you want to do is have
You
sex
mullahs
with
in Iran need
women.
mental help.
Oh my god!
Like think about that. Our people are
That's like
like,
saying you were raped because you wore a fucking skirt. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I just said fuck 3 times there. I
yeah.
think.
No, 4.
Now you see why I'm here, Jesse.
Because you had to make sure that you said this is what I said. There's
There's the 4th.
4.
That's insanity.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's about
That's
control.
just
So now
just
they're
one
fighting.
of-
That's just
one of
one
them.
example.
Yeah, there was countless. It was just, you could not be happy in
I
there.
have a question for
That's
you.
why I was like, I gotta get out.
I have a question.
You could not be happy there.
You had another experience with your ex as a boyfriend, girlfriend. Would you care to share?
That they took,
Yeah, the police.
the police took us, yeah? Well, you share. You know the story.
So in around the same time period, if you weren't married to or related to a male, a female could not be out with another male anywhere. And she was out with her ex-husband, who at that point in time was her boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Yeah. Not her brother, not her father, not her cousin.
Not relative.
Not relative.
Not blood relative.
Not blood relative, nor husband, because she wasn't old enough. And so what they do at that point in time is they take you and arrest you and they beat her. Like, beat her.
The police.
Yeah.
Did they
The
arrest
guard-
him?
Yeah.
They beat him with
They
no,
took
no
both of
clo-
us.
No
They
clothes
took,
on.
yeah.
They beat her
They
with
beat
clothes
him
on.
with no clothes on, like with rope, whip.
Whip.
And they did use the same thing on me, but I had clothes on top of the clothes.
So
Because why? Because you have a boyfriend. We are not kissing. We are not holding
they were just
hands.
sitting on the
We are
side of
not
the
doing
road. Yeah, just sitting on the
anything.
side of the road.
What?
Like at a building, like downtown, you're hanging out, just talking, sitting at the
Just
river.
talking, yeah.
at
So
the
you
park,
can't have
yeah.
a male friend.
No.
Because he could have just been your friend and not your boyfriend,
Yeah.
and you would have still been
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
How long did they hold you?
I didn't stay there overnight. I think he did stay there overnight, and next day happened because I remember this.
You
I
went home
came-
and got clothes
yes,
because the
my,
girls
my,
let him
my
get.
dad came and took me out, and they took me home. And the day that I was gonna go, my mom literally put all kind of clothes on me,
Like
underneath.
layers,
like
layers,
layer
layers.
upon
Okay,
layer.
so hold
upon-
on. So they
when they're
they
whipping-
arrested you, and then your parents came and took you.
Took me.
And then your punishment was your parents had
I
to
had to
take
take
you
me back to whip me.
To get beat.
To get beat. And they layered me up and they took me. That's what happened.
Okay, and so the first
Right
of
now, you're
all,
like, she's confused.
Dustin is
Dustin's like, what?
What the fuck?
What's going
first
on?
of all, they arrest you for being with someone of the opposite sex you're not related to, and
they
didn't-
weren't doing anything.
and didn't beat your ass. Then they then let you go home and said, "Come back for an ass kicking in a few days."
Yes,
The
like next day.
Yeah, the next morning.
And then like they didn't say, "Okay, you have too many clothes on." Like
No, they didn't even check how many clothes because you know we have
Hijab.
When you go there,
You have
it's
the-
inside the guard place. Like you know how Arabic people they have black.
Yeah.
You have to wear something like that. So whatever you are wearing underneath as a woman, they don't see it.
yeah, but you're gonna.
And they're not going to check it. They can't.
They can't, but you're gonna, as you
Whip it.
beat them, you're gonna feel that it's
Feel
like
it.
padded.
Yeah, I'm sure they see it.
I'm sure they understand that.
Yeah.
Because it's female versus male. They want to beat the crap out of males and scare the hell out of females there.
But let
they don't
me ask
really
you
want.
this: why did the male get in trouble? Because it's about female oppression there. So why did the
No,
man get in
no.
trouble?
If
with
you're
you?
not relative together, it's they call it haram. It's against the religion for no matter you are guy or
Yeah.
girl. If you are not married, you can't be together.
Yeah.
That's one. So it doesn't matter. His punishment actually was worse. They beat the shit out of him.
really?
No shirt.
Yeah, I
no
could
nothing.
hear him yelling and screaming. I was in the cell, like in a room, and he was out. I could hear his.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do. And now, right now, people are
Like they didn't beat me out. They beat me in the room, like in room.
And they
Like
beat
he was
him
out.
in front of other people.
Yeah,
because they want to make sure everybody understands.
Yeah.
It's a projection to create fear.
it's crazy what they do, Jessie. Imagine this is me. Like literally, I'm very innocent. Like I don't do shit. Like I just want my freedom, like God-given rights. And that's
The
what
bare minimum.
Yeah, and that's what I stand for. And this is my experience. Imagine other people what's happened.
Craziness. Absolute craziness. And here we are at the cusp of it. I mean, we're sitting.
Wow.
So yeah, let's pray for all of the people in Iran. They just do something this time.
Yeah.
It's just enough.
Yeah, we stand.
So
with
many things will change for them, I know, especially if the prince from here goes, because he knows so much from his family and lived here for so long that can go, and the relationship will be good. It will change Iran, but Trump needs to do something instead of just talking.
I think he will.
I mean, this is time. If he's not going to do it now, when?
Oh, it'll never happen. If it doesn't happen now, if the change in government doesn't happen now, it
will.
will never happen. Yeah. And that will be kind of...
That will be bad for entire
Devastating for them.
humanity, for entire world. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting things going on in the whole world right now, too. Iran is on fire. And people are trying to deal with the government. Russia's got its issues. China's got its issues. America's checking in on Greenland and taking over
America's
Venezuela.
got its issues.
Yeah, America has some.
Venezuela and maybe Mexico and all of this stuff going on there. What is the geopolitical reality? NATO's pissed off that America's got sights on Greenland. If that changes, I mean, how does that dynamic fit into Russia? It's all about power and money in the end of it. And
Stay in my little hole with my little weed.
Be safe.
just-
Get high. Just get high.
It's
Yeah, we should-
terrifying.
It is.
And at the end of the day, what can you really even do?
That
that
is
is
the
a,
thing.
yeah, that is an ultimate.
You are helpless
truly,
and
what-
hopeless.
yeah.
Yeah. What can you really do?
And that's why I don't watch the news and I try to just keep.
It's not good.
Well, we had to discuss it a little bit today, just because it's so
Well,
personal.
it's definitely personal.
Yes.
And it's very
Yes.
important, but it's like, shit.
What
it's
to do.
disheartening because what can you do?
Yeah.
For me, at the end of it, honestly, if people did have more of cannabis-styled stuff in their life, balance, relax, calm, things of that nature, you might have a little bit.
You never know.
Better
Again,
world.
maybe Prince will go and everybody in there have access to
I mean,
cannabis.
he's been living in D.C. and it's
Yeah,
legal there.
legal
So, baby.
there. Yeah.
There's some possibility to all that, but I think honestly, the economics of world order, the power, money, and things that create that, i.e., oil and electricity and all that kind of stuff, is far more valuable than what cannabis is. And so we'll see. Who knows? But
And money-wise, yes. But health-wise,
health-wise,
and if your leadership is for you for real,
yeah,
they should keep the health priority.
100%.
And
What
I'm-
leadership is for you for real, though? I feel like there are none. I know. I feel like maybe people start out to truly want to
Yeah,
be for the
true.
people, but once they get in there, the corruption gets to
Yeah,
them too. And
yeah.
they
power
just
and money, correct?
go
all the
right
time.
along with it.
Look at the history.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey,
But here we are.
On that note, is it time to get high?
it's time to get high.
It's time to say bye and get
Yes.
high. So we're gonna get. out
I'm
here.
just gonna say I am praying for people of Iran.
Me too.
Yes. I
Yes,
hope
we are.
I literally hope for victory and freedom for them.
I hope for safety and for your family.
Yes. And Zindabad Iran.
Yes. We hope everything is going well with them,
Yes, me too.
and maybe one day weed can be in Iran. Brought to
We
you by
go all
Sima.
smoking there. All together. Imagine if we go all smoking Iran.